Okay, it is Tuesday, June 9th at 6 o'clock in the evening. So tonight's video is being recorded a little bit earlier because instead of going out for my walk, I'm actually going to go take one of the bikes out and go bike the path that I usually walk a couple of times. Just because of the blister that's on my foot, I'm not going to be able to walk the full 10 miles. So instead, we're going to try to bike it at least 2 or 3 times. So I'm going to try to bike 20 or 30 miles tonight. And I just kind of want to get it over with a little bit earlier so I can get in some sleep. With that being said, again, it's 6 o'clock. I have about 4,500 steps for the day, and I don't really think I'm going to get much more than that today. So tomorrow's step counter is going to be really low, so we're going to supplement biking instead. I have about 2,600 calories output so far with about 2,000 calories in because my diet has been on point. The only thing I'm going to take in for the rest of the night is just going to be water. With that being said, I also have the new nutrition plan that we're going to start with Beyond the Iron. We are on progression 4, so we're going to drop calories just a little bit to 1970, which I'll probably start to aim for about 1900. 197 grams of protein, 172 of carbs, and 55 grams of fat. Of course, the diet plan I've been choosing to go with has been about half the carbs, but other than that, everything else should be relatively on point. We will start with that tomorrow. I'll go over my plan of what I plan to eat throughout the days. For that, it'll just be minor changes from what was in earlier videos. And then since we've already gone over that, I'm going to put the other slides up here. Let's see. Let's get rid of this one. So before we go with the weigh-in for the day, which we'll start with the weigh-in. So today's weigh-in was 284.4, which means we're up 0.6 pounds from yesterday, which was a low of 283.8. Kind of expected a slight upward fluctuation, so there's nothing abnormal there. Again, we'll see what happens tomorrow, but we're still on a downward trend, so that's always great. And officially, we have completed 2 weeks of the Beyond the Iron, so I think we're on day 15 or 16 right now, and I've lost well over the 4.4 pounds per week. I think this week I actually lost about 5.5 pounds total. That's including this upward fluctuation. So this is not based off me being 283.8. This is based off me being 284.4. I've lost about 5.5 pounds this week. Or somewhere around there, give or take, which is excellent. So we're going to try to keep that up week to week, which means if I can do that, then yeah, we'll lose somewhere between 50 to 60 pounds over 12 weeks, which is awesome. We're also going to look at the stats for, let's see. Here is yesterday's Fitbit stats. I had 22,000 steps, walked about 10 miles with about 5,100 calorie output, which is pretty average. Just, again, we're still crushing the 11,000 steps that I wanted to do every day. Here we're getting about double that, but of course, because I've been walking so much, I have a blister on my foot, so we're just going to start biking until that's healed up and then go back to walking. So next week's stats should be, well, tomorrow and the day after should be significantly less. But again, we're just going to supplement in bicycling for that. This is my Fitbit weekly report that I got in today. As you can see, as of last week, I did 152,000 steps, which is about 21,000 steps a day, and which is 31,000 steps more than last week, which is excellent. I'm really glad about that. Walking almost 70 miles, and of course, an average of 5,900 calorie output per day. Again, we were only looking to hit about 4,200 calorie output because I still wanted that 2,200 calorie deficit with my 2,000 calorie intake. So we're just crushing it, and that explains the extra weight loss that we've got on the scale. And of course, everything else there is just active minutes and stuff that I'm not really too worried about. But other than that, those are the stats day to day. Really nothing is changing. I'm planning on maybe going for a hike later on this week. I might take the DSLR and shoot some video for that. At this rate, though, next week I should be getting ready to do my weight loss Q&A. I guess I just have a handful of questions for losing 200 pounds. Nothing really else much to talk about other than that's it. and it's really awkward when I find the stop recording button.